Hello, Aldersgate UMC family and friends on this Memorial Day. We hope you're enjoying your day with family and friends wherever you might be. I'm Pastor Randy Orndorff, and I'd like to share with you some thoughts today and a prayer for this Memorial Day. And honestly, the scripture that comes to mind for me comes from Jesus' words in John 15, verse 13. You've heard these before, where it says, "Greater love has no one than this, than they lay down their life for their friend." What an appropriate scripture to talk about one's commitment and one's willingness to sacrifice themselves for others. We want to first start off by saying thanks to all of our military families and men and women who serve and protect our country and the freedoms that we get to enjoy. Without your commitment and sacrifice, our general safety would be at risk. We sleep better at night because of your service, and we're able to go about freely for our daily jobs and our leisure activities. Saying thank you just doesn't seem to be enough, but thank you. Now, Memorial Day today is really about remembering those men and women who have given their lives for their country, as often they have fought for peace and justice and freedoms around the world, often in the face of great evil, tyranny, and people who wanted to control others. Memorial Day actually originated just after the Civil War, and then in 1968, Congress passed a Uniform Holiday Act and made Memorial Day a federal holiday, and therefore a 3-day weekend we all enjoy and consider the first weekend of summer. This year, the way we remember will look different for sure. There will likely be very few parades or the laying of wreaths with large crowds gathered. What we can do is pause and remember to be grateful for the fallen men and women who gave their all so that we might be able to enjoy all things. It's a practice to pause for a moment of silence at 3 o'clock on Memorial Day and do so. And I wonder, would you take just a few moments at 3 o'clock this year, wherever you are, whoever you're with, pause and thank God and remember? My grandfather Orndorff fought in World War II in the Pacific Theater. He survived that war. Many did not. I remember some of the medals he earned. Sharpshooter was one, and coins he brought home from the Philippines, and red letters that he and my grandmother exchanged. Unfortunately, he died when I was 2 years old, but I'm proud to know he served. I also had a family member, Eddie, who fought in the Vietnam War. He lost an arm and eventually he took his life. War is very hard on a person and their family. Do you know about the red poppy? I want to finish with that today. It's a symbol of remembrance for those who died in World War I. A woman named Mona Michael read a poem written by Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae called "In Flanders Field" at the end of the war. In the mid-1920s, she managed to get Georgia's branch of the American Legion to adopt the poppy as a symbol of remembrance. I'd like to leave you with these words today from that poem. In Flanders Fields. In Flanders fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amongst the guns below. We are the dead short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders field. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high, if ye break faith with us who die. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders field. Happy Memorial Day, the day we remember.